This is not... This is a tale of two SmackDowns.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm John Ritlin, that is.
The Terminator.
By the way, from South Dakota, Sioux Falls, I don't know, there was some idiot with a MAGA sign there, so fuck that guy in particular. Crowd seemed alive for quite a bit of it, though. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
They
overall, it was a good show. But there were a number of sore spots in it.
And not the kind of sore
like
spots.
Like a bodybuilder with herpes, something was wrong there.
Alright, that's not where I was expecting this to go. So, we get Orton coming out. Kofi is stupid.
Running that one into the ground.
I'm going to be honest, Orton should not wrestle much past another year or two.
Yeah.
He said that he doesn't want to wrestle much past 40, who knows?
He's probably seen what it did to his old man, and it's like, nope.
Well, I mean, his dad ended up with hepatitis C.
There's that too.
Yeah. And almost gave The Undertaker hepatitis C. So we then get, Kofi attacking him because Kofi's music hits. Well, the New Day's music hits. Oh. And then Kofi runs out. And Trouble in Paradise goes to put a chair over his ankle.
He didn't run out, he snuck up on Orton.
Snuck up on him.
Hit him with the Trouble in Paradise, went to go set up the chair. Took him a little bit to get that going.
A lot.
Once he got Orton's leg in the chair, he knocked him silly for a little bit, went to head up to the top turnbuckle. Revival comes running out to save him, and
he lays him out with a chair.
Yeah.
Which plays into the match later. Sort of.
Okay.
Kinda? Well, the tag match.
Right.
It was a fine segment. It was a fine opener.
Yep.
It served its purpose. We get recaps of who attacked Reigns. Evidently.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Let me tell you right now, they had a more cohesive plot than this.
Who framed Rambling Rabbit?
That movie would deserve to fail miserably.
Yeah, I forgot you hit the Firefly Funhouse. Anyway.
Vince would do that, though. He would make that movie. We then get Owens and Shane, and Owens apologizing, saying rescind the fine, this kind of stuff. Can you please end the storyline? Please.
Yeah.
You had the opportunity at SummerSlam, and you failed. And now, it's just dragging, and it's taking Owens' momentum away. In my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you think.
I think the camera's slightly tilted. Oh well. Anyway.
Can you fix it in post, or do you want to do it again?
Oh no, not at all. I'll just... No need to get all bossy with me.
Well, I don't know what you want to do. Yeah. Can you actually fix it? Should we just do it again?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
How's that?
That's fine. Okay.
Alright.
So,
anyway.
We're back. Andrade, Apollo, in the first round match.
Yes.
What do you think?
Great match. Andrade won. That's the correct decision in my opinion. Apollo's great. Don't get me wrong. I will always root for Apollo.
Oh yeah.
But in this case, Andrade should be going through the King of the Ring.
Oh yeah. I would be all for Andrade winning.
Yep.
And then for them to do absolutely nothing with him after he wins.
They never do that with King of the Ring. Then again, I do have some bad news for you.
And then Sheamus. And then Regal kind of did it to himself. Which he's admitted. This is a good matchup. I did enjoy this. I don't know why Zelina was just wearing a jacket and nothing else, though. I'm not sure what they were doing there. Whatever. Hey, whatever. And then we get Bryan and Rowan bringing a guy in with a big uncircumcised black hood. It was actually a towel.
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I was convinced it was Taz with that towel, but I was wrong.
No, this guy had a neck.
Yeah.
And then
we found out later.
And then we get Elias backstage.
Yeah, it was just a segment with the 24/7 title. Just to remind everybody that the 24/7 title has been suspended for the night, because that's how 24/7 works. Drake Maverick was hiding inside of a bin, and Elias figured this out by looking at one of the guys backstage, and realizes that this is a referee, and he goes, "Alright, where is he?" And ref points at the bin that Drake Maverick is hiding in, he yanks him out, and forces him to read the letter that he was given by the best in the world, Shane McMahon. And, yeah, just letting the crowd know that the 24/7 title has been suspended for the night.
And as you put with the referee...
You'd think he'd know this by now. The ref He should have known that it was suspended. It's one of those things that if you're an official, you should know the official things that are officially official for you to officiate.
I understood every word of that.
You heard words.
I did hear words.
They
were the best. They were the best words. Because you know how words work. Yeah, just get rid of the title. If you're gonna do it, just get rid of it. Just please.
Yeah, if it's not gonna be 24/7, then you're wasting your time with it.
The title's already an embarrassment to wrestling anyway, or at least WWE.
But at least it didn't interrupt many of the other segments.
Oh, like the segment that we got next, A Moment of Bliss. Nikki and Alexa there and Charlotte, and oh dear, these promos. By the way, there was no women's match. There was no women's match this whole show.
Yeah.
You can't find 7 minutes for your women to have a match.
I'm pretty sure they couldn't find 2 minutes for the women's match. They had to make room for Shane McMahon.
See, if you got rid of the 24/7 nonsense, you could have stuff for the women.
I mean, that was like 30 seconds.
I just want the title to be gone so I can have my wrestling back.
I know.
Right. But then we get Charlotte cutting bad promos. And look, it's not that Charlotte's bad at promos. It's just not good. And Bayley cutting promos. And for fuck's sake, please stop scripting your women like this.
Lightly script them. Don't heavily script them.
Bullet points. Not bullet club points. But just... So anyway, that's what I was going to do instead. But we're getting Charlotte versus Bayley, the Clash of Champions.
Hey, Bayley! Ooh, ah! She did.
Is that going back to the Bullet Club thing?
No.
So anyway, please have Bayley win there.
Please.
If you're going to do that, because otherwise you're just going to go back to status quo.
Yeah.
Then we get Buddy and Reigns. Reigns saying, I don't know if you're lying to me or you're lying to Brian and this kind of stuff. This is going to lead to them being SmackDown.
Brian.
Yeah, this is going to lead to them being SmackDown Tag Champions, isn't it?
No. I mean, weirder things have happened.
Are you sure this isn't going to lead? You didn't sound very convinced there.
Yeah.
We don't need more makeshift teams. We really don't.
Yeah. Let this be a rivalry.
I'm glad that Buddy's being used finally. I am. I'm glad Reigns isn't.
That's a happy accident. Unlike some
I
accidents.
like having those. Wait, what?
What?
Right.
Not on the couch.
Right. True. Reigns. Good that he's not in the main event, but just maybe he doesn't want to be in the main event. It's entirely possible. He may have that. What?
Who knows?
Right. I mean, I'm just saying. At least he's not in the main event. The whole thing with Buddy. By the way, Buddy wasn't buried last week. You dumb fucks. I'm not the biggest Reigns fan, but he was not buried.
No, he was not.
Fucking hell. But
And as proof is the fact that they're not trying to bury him.
Buddy versus Daniel Bryan.
Which in and of itself is a great match idea.
It was a pretty good match, actually. Unfortunately, Rowan was there ruining it because Rowan
didn't ruin it.
Rowan ruins everything by existing at ringside.
Do you know why he didn't ruin it?
Because Buddy won.
Yes.
No.
And they had a fantastic match.
They did. No,
with barely any interference from Rowan.
The match was good. I'm sorry. I just don't want Rowan there anymore.
Okay.
The match was good. I
That's
like
all you
it.
gotta say.
Yeah, but I like the match. No, I like the match quite a bit. The match quality until the main event was actually fine.
Well, I mean, there was another match.
Yes,
there was another.
But what I'm saying is that the match quality was actually fine.
Right.
Up until the main event. But Buddy beat Daniel, shockingly.
Yeah.
Which I was a bit surprised by. And then Brian, or Buddy's gonna cut a backstage interview with Kayla, and then Brian has Rowan beat him up and says, "Get him, you're a liar."
And a coward. You're a cowardly liar.
This means that Brian hates liars, meaning when his kids lie, he's gonna have Rowan beat him up, and that's terrible parenting right there. I think that's how this works.
Remember, folks, don't beat your kids and don't have a big square ginger man beat your kids.
That's good.
Just because the gingerbread man can doesn't mean he should.
That's good advice, Chris. That is very, very good advice. They're doing their best to turn this terrible storyline into something.
Yeah, it isn't that bad. It's not the best storyline or even a great storyline, but it's a storyline and it's been consistent.
Consistently what? No, I'm asking. No, what do you mean consistent? I'm asking.
In the sense that, like, it hasn't gone in, 5,000 different directions, like most storylines that WWE comes up with.
It was, in the beginning it was, only because they couldn't figure out if it was a forklift operator or a temp worker and that kind of stuff, and now they got away from that.
Yeah.
So, no, I get what you're saying there. Oh, well, Brian's making the best out of chicken shit that he can, in my opinion. We differ on the storyline, can you tell?
I mean, not much, but...
No, I mean, you see the positives and stuff, so it's good. And I do, to a point. We get Heavy Machinery in the Revival. Which was not a bad match. I totally forgot about Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a good match. It just didn't really do much for either party.
It didn't. The Revival, I guess, are going to face the New Day at Clash of Champions, saying, Xavier, promo before, Xavier, hopefully your leg heals, because we're going to face you at Clash of Champions. They're kind of pushing this whole storyline of the Revival and Orton being a trio. I hope neither of the Revival end up like Ted DiBiase Jr., a.k.a. out of the business.
Well, I mean, Ted DiBiase Jr. kind of lost interest in it. But
I don't blame him. I mean, shit, the last few years.
There's a lot of like second and third generation wrestlers who were just maybe because it was expected of them, but a lot of them end up out of it, like David.
Yeah, David. Wait, Von Erich?
Sure.
Yeah, no. Match is fine though.
Yeah.
Revival won with the dreaded roll up.
The greatest enemy has become their greatest strength.
Hey, wait.
Now they just need a third member so that they can have Revival House Party rules.
Need another Southern man from North Carolina. So, we then get Gable having a backstage interview.
And Shelton, sneaking around in the back, puts up a sign on the men's locker room that just says, "You must be this tall to enter the King of the Ring tournament." So, as soon as Gable was done with his interview, he turns around and is like, "Funny. Because short jokes! That's what Vince loves!"
They want Gable to leave.
Delightfully devilish Shelton.
They want Gable to leave. They do.
I mean, everyone's dropping their Gable package.
Cutting the cord. Ow. So, I guess we're getting that match, probably SmackDown next week?
Yeah, or Clash.
No, it's a King of the Ring.
Oh, that's right.
King of the Ring match.
Yeah, so that would be next week.
Yeah. It's the reuniting of Team Kiop.
Kiop! Great theme music.
It was. It was. We got a lot of mileage out of that.
It's right up there with B-Team! B-Team!
I still have nightmares because of that goddamn music.
What happened to the B-Team moment?
They're off TV now. I don't have to hear that awful theme anymore. I'm happy about that. They made the most of it, credit to them. Miz TV with Sami Zayn. You're taking a lot of losses. You're doing a lot of this. And oh wait, I found somebody that's as underutilized as me. And it was the Intercontinental Champion, Nakamura.
Yes!
And if you remembered that he was the Intercontinental Champion, you're better than me, because I forgot that title existed. I feel bad for Nakamura, because I like Nakamura.
Me too. I already heard his cap, but it's Shinsuke.
Proud of that one, Chris?
Yeah.
You should. So, we get this. Apparently we're getting Zayn as Nakamura's manager?
Which is a good idea, because you got a talker, and you got Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
I mean, both can wrestle beyond the competency of most individuals on the planet, but...
Yeah. Together they'd be Shinsuke Takamura.
Okay.
You are so ashamed of that show. We could get tag teams and Sami Zayn could lose because
Samasuke!
That's all they're gonna do.
Nakazayn!
All Sami Zayn's gonna keep doing is losing, so I don't know why.
Of course, Samasuke means something completely different than Nakamura. Yeah.
Do I want to know?
I don't know.
You don't know what it means, do you? Okay, I actually wasn't sure. So, we get
Oh no, I'm thinking of the main character of Onimusha, Samanosuke. Yeah, that's right.
Oh god, I haven't played that game in a while. So okay, they beat up Miz.
Yes.
I don't know where Ali was. I thought we were going somewhere with the Nakamura Ali feud.
Not yet.
If figure out what you're gonna fucking do with people and release some people so you're not using people, so sparingly. I'm not saying everybody needs to be on TV every single week.
But your champions probably should.
Yeah, otherwise, why have so many titles? Like, get rid of another title that we mentioned earlier. Because otherwise, every title by proxy seems like a joke. In my opinion. But we then get more Bryan and Rowan.
Title?
What?
Huh?
I mean, the Raw Women's title isn't. SmackDown Women's title kind of is, unfortunately. And I love Bailey, but I'm just talking about how it's been booked.
Yeah, they need to make it feel bigger.
Yeah, they do. We get more Brian and Rowan and whoever that is under the towel, and we figure out who it is later, and it's absolutely atrocious. Shane and Owens, more stuff. Shane has not decided if he's going to rescind the offer or the fine or whatever, but wait, your match is next. And that's Owens versus Elias, and Shane's at ringside. And he kept saying...
Well, for the first few bits of the match, he wasn't. Then Shane McMahon, after had warning Kevin Owens, if he attacked another official, he would be fired. So we all know where this is going. So Shane McMahon, he steps over, he goes to ringside. After more of a scuffle with Elias gets sent outside the ring. Owen gets out of the ring, goes to attack him. Shane breaks him up, takes off both his jacket and his shirt to reveal his custom ref jersey.
I'll fight without using my shirt.
He fights without using his brain. But Shane McMahon has made himself the guest referee just because he can. So after preventing Owens from getting any offense in on Elias, he gets rolled up. Fast count, of course, because of course. And Elias continues on.
I have no issue with Elias winning, but this whole thing with Shane is not benefiting him at all.
It can. It's got to garner sympathy from the common crowd. You and I, we have seen this storyline played out before, but a lot of people haven't.
A lot of people have short-term memories also.
A lot of people also don't watch wrestling as much as we do. I don't watch wrestling as much as you do.
That's probably a good thing.
I don't have the perfect recall. A total recall, if you will. Yeah, that's sometimes what my head does. But, anyway.
So Owens loses. His momentum's gone.
No. It's all about the payoff of the story. If the payoff of the story is that Shane McMahon beats Kevin Owens, then yeah, his momentum is gone. Should Kevin Owens get a triumphant victory over Shane McMahon, not just a victory, but a triumphant victory over Shane McMahon, then the people will love him.
Here's my issue. And I agree with you. Totally agree with you.
Okay.
We don't need to be repeating shit from 1999. And that's a problem.
True. But there are people who are graduating high school who weren't alive then.
That's their fault for being born too late.
No, it isn't. It's technically their parents.
Would you?
But it is one of those things that it is a storyline from 20 years ago. A lot of people may not remember. A lot of people don't really think about anymore. Everything old is new again in wrestling, and that's just a fact of it.
And that's unfortunately Vince's mindset.
But how they play this out to the end is what's important.
They better play it out right, and it better be Shane laid out and taken off TV. Because otherwise, they have acknowledged the fans too many times that they're frustrated, slapped them in the face, and then more people are just going to tune out.
Yeah, you got to solidify this face turn of Kevin's, or it won't stick. People will stop caring, and eventually Kevin Owens will be Zack Ryder.
No, he will be the Miz, because people don't really care about Miz's face turn now. Some people don't. So, we then get. Hey, Roman Reigns is there with Rowan and Brian, and
they take the last 2 minutes of the match, and it was John's worst possible nightmare. They've apparently cloned Eric Rowan, or they have found his dad.
Eric cloning. Did they say who that was?
No.
We're seeing double 4 Rowans. C-. I'm sorry. This was dumb. This is a dumb storyline. Whoever came up with this deserves to be cast into hell for it. Sorry.
I, on the other hand, aside from the major pitfalls of the show, it wasn't that bad. I'm thinking more of a C+. But if you agree or if you disagree, like, dislike, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of the show.
Also,
subscribe. But
also,
when it comes to the grades, you know where it goes. Where do we go? Up on the poll.
I thought you were going to say up on your poll. Let me just say in closing.
It's my grades on a poll, bro.
There were 2 pretty damn good matches here.
Yeah.
There was a decent tag match. But you gotta not have a show end in bullshit, and that's what they had. And I'm
It
sorry.
doesn't leave me really craving more on that whodunit story at that point.
Right.
Because then now it's getting hammy. And wrestling is inherently very hammy.
Getting hammy, like the camera on the car wasn't, hammy already.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Or the camera on the pylon that fell over on Roman.
Oh, God, right.
And
the
camera
box
on
is
the
in.
forklift.
Bro. Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Bro.
So, do all that stuff that he said. And we will be back. The Real Honest Radio Podcast, episode 3, will be Saturday.
Yes.
Because I have to work Friday night.
And I am sleeping in on Friday, so.
That's so... Wait, you work Friday.
No, I'm taking Friday off.
Oh. Well, we could do it Friday afternoon before I go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it then. Because I don't work till 4. Anyway, we'll look for the episode and we'll figure it out. Anyway.
Yes!
Wait, what?
What?
Right. Don't we end our shows great?
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Real Honesty with John Rillen. I am not John Rillen. I am the Derminator. You have a great night.